E aí, tudo bem com você? Eu sou o Cris, esse é o canal Gameplay Sem Limites e hoje a gente vai ver a conferência da CD Projekt Red falando da versão do Witcher 3, né? Que vai ser atualizado para a nova geração, é um update gratuito e a gente vai dar uma olhada. Eles fizeram uma conferência para mostrar como que tá o jogo e da data de lançamento da atualização e tudo mais. Vamos dar uma conferida aqui e ver como tá.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very special episode of the Red Stream, where we'll be talking about some Witcher 3 next gen update stuff. With me, I have amazing guests. I have my partner in crime, Alicia Kozera.
Hey guys!
I have a acting narrative director, Philip Weber.
Hello.
And Charles Tremblay, our engineering director.
Hello.
It's nice to be able to talk about The Witcher finally.
Yes, finally. I mean, we've been, quite busy with preparing the update, with making sure everything is on point. So it's time that we can actually show you guys the gameplay. We can talk about those things in details and, to be proud even more than we are right now, right?
Tudo bem.
So yeah, we have a lot of cool things to talk about today, but I think I want to start with mentioning that the update is free if you get the game. So, prepare your PCs, your consoles, very comfortable chairs and sofas, get yourself some drinks for, the Witcher 3 sessions.
Cozy
Yes.
blankets.
Book some time off of work as well for that.
And do it on 14th of December.
Yes, the release is December 14th.
14 de dezembro, então, é o lançamento.
Okay, let's dive in to the
Let's go.
cool things. Okay, so the first thing I think we should mention is the ray tracing.
Yeah, that's the next gen feature.
Yes, so for the PC we have the ray trace global illumination. So that looks
PC só?
is amazing. It replaced the old PBR that we had. We also have the ambient occlusion, the ray tracing and occlusion again.
Nossa, tá muito
But we have
bonito,
a
ó,
lot of other
mato.
stuff. We have, of course, we integrated the FSR2 and we have the DLSS. We have also dynamic resolution scaling. And we have also a very nice new SSR, screen space reflection, because before it was only for the water, but now it's for everything. So I hope that it will.
Oh, shiny
awesome.
armor! I can feel
Yes.
that.
Okay, so ray tracing. The game will look even better right now with all those options. But I think we also have one more for PC enthusiasts like me.
Yeah, so we also try to push even further. So we have also new Ultra Plus settings that you can play with.
Caraca.
That include, for example, the background characters, grass density, level of details, all those settings we had. It's not a preset, but you can tinker around, play, and see if it's
What works
if it's
for
good
you.
for your machine,
Yeah.
and have fun.
I'm pretty sure everyone in here and on the other side of the screen definitely.
I mean, provided you have good enough PC.
We're all gonna try.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna try our best, right? Okay, so the game looks amazing. We have super cool, ray tracing options. We have the Ultra Plus settings, and all that combined in photo mode.
Yes. So now you can.
Ah, vai ter um
showcase
modo de
the beauty of
fotografia
the Witcher
agora
3
também.
in the photo mode, and we know that you already were taking amazing screenshots from The Witcher 3, but we wanted to give you a little help, so we implemented a photo mode into the game. You have some options to, stop Geralt, stop the scene, and play a little bit with the settings, maybe give it a little bit of different mood, change the angle, something like that. So yeah, I think you're gonna be able to create some really amazing shots, and really can't wait to see what you do, because we know from Cyberpunk that you guys are breathtaking with that. And with The Witcher, I think you can also create something amazing. So can't wait for December 14th. Seriously, internet's gonna be flooded
Yeah.
with screenshots.
Twitter, Witcher everywhere, literally.
Yes.
And I think we have to maybe do that. A
Photo
photo
mode.
mode contest.
Oh yes,
on that occasion.
for sure we do love our photo mode contest. So keep your eyes open for something on The Witcher.
Pra quem manja de
so
fotografia, parece que vai ter um
photo mode,
concurso.
Awesome stuff. But we also have really cool cameras added in this patch. I have my favorite one. I'm not gonna spoil it yet, but
I think we already saw the spoiler in
Yeah.
the gameplay.
yeah, we did a little bit,
Yes.
but
Yeah, so actually it wasn't a planned feature initially, it was more of an experiment. So, how would the game look like if we had the camera a little bit closer, a little bit to the side? And it honestly worked so well. Like, we showed it to many of our veteran gameplay designers to play around with it, that we decided to make it a full feature. So you can choose to have a new alternative camera mode that is
Ah, vai
much
ter
closer to
modo de
Geralt.
câmera
We of
novo.
course know that people want to have
Câmera
direct
nova.
control. So it works when you're exploring, it works in combat, or when you're riding on road. But for all of these states, you can actually also choose to have the old camera. So you can combine, when I'm exploring, I want to be really close to Geralt, but when I'm on Roach, I actually want to be far away. So essentially you can mix and match. When I personally play the game now, I choose the alternative new camera all the time. I played The Witcher Wild Hunt many times, so for me it's actually new to play it like this because it makes it feel like a bit
Fresh.
of a different game. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first
Eu
time we
tenho
were
umas
walking in Nova
130 horas nesse jogo
Geracao.
também.
Well, holy
Yeah.
hell, we won that.
Yeah, the angles, how you
Yeah.
can walk through the crowd, it feels a bit different. I like it.
Yeah, for me, my favorite is like the horse camera. That you can see the friendship between Geralt and Roach is like the dynamic duo. So like that's gonna be my choice for sure. But yeah, the camera looks pretty cool, and I think a lot of people will actually I actually like it and enjoy playing it. Okay, so we covered PC parts. Right now, maybe let's jump to the next gen.
Okay, moving
stuff.
to consoles.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not a next gen update if we don't have two modes. So performance and quality mode for consoles, and 60 and 30 FPS for Series S.
Did we add something specific to those modes? Maybe.
Yeah, for the Series X and PS5, the quality mode, we do have also the global illumination, ray trace, the ambient occlusion, of course, and of course the SSR will be there. For the console, we also have the FSR2 integrated, as we did for Cyberpunk. So this is ready to go, and of course dynamic resolution scaling to be sure that we get the smooth ride, 60 FPS and 30 FPS.
Vai ter modo desempenho, modo qualidade.
Or the Xbox Series X and S, a lot of those other improvements we made. So the general quality settings, higher textures, level of detail, all of that, of course, is also much higher than it used to be on the old gen consoles. So this will also be looking nicer, no matter if you have quality or performance mode.
Yeah, I think it's much closer to the Ultra than before it on console was way lower. So
Caraca, os
Nice,
consoles
nice.
vão
So
ficar
it's gonna
com
look
no
great.
Ultra.
I mean,
Both on
it already
PCs,
does.
true. But also there's something specific for PS5 players. This really nice controller that they have. So we added haptic feedback and
Adaptive
adaptive
triggers.
No
triggers.
Play 5
Do we have anything specific?
vai ter
connected
os
to
gatilhos adaptáveis lá.
Well, I mean, I think the thing you notice the most is, of course, in combat. So, when you do your signs, when the sword hits the enemy or hits another sword, you can actually now feel the impact, because, it's done with the sound waves of the actual sound. So you do have a bit of more of a visceral feeling when you actually use this controller. So I personally like that one a lot. It's a nice addition that makes the combat feel a bit nicer.
One thing I noticed on the gameplay that we are showing on the screen is that the quick cast. That's another feature that I want to talk about with you guys.
Yeah, so again, similar as the camera, it was an experimental feature. So as you can tell, lots of the veteran developers or new developers working on this project, they just also wanted to do those cool things. And it's one of those elements that personal shout out to Eero Varendi, one of our designers. He actually worked on this personally as his hobby, and then essentially asked, can I try to make a proper version of this in the game? And it essentially means that when you were using signs in the vanilla game, you always went to the radial menu where the time slowed down. You choose your sign and then you cast it. And now both on controller and on keyboard, essentially you do not ever have to go to that radial menu again if you activate that mode. So instead of pressing, let's say, on the controller R2 to cast, you now hold it, and then all the face buttons or L2 become your signs. So A is Art, L2 is Igni, so essentially you can just jump around doing your different signs.
Vai ter jeito
however you
mais
want without
rápido
having
de
to pause
jogar as
the game.
magias. Quem conhece o jogo sabe
It's a
que
bit
tinha
more of an
que
advanced feature, 'cause
ele
now you
meio
have
que
to use
quase
two
pausava
buttons
pra usar as
and
magias.
essentially, So it is, of course, as with the camera, it's
Ah,
a
vem
choice.
bastante câmera
You can
lenta.
activate, and of course, there's also a tutorial for how to use
É,
it.
mas não é obrigado,
But
você pode
personally,
usar ou
for me,
não.
who played the game a lot, especially if you have a sign build, I would never want to go back again.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So we're making Stein builds pretty much a default kind of with this setup.
Not a default, but I would say more direct, less, I would say maybe also, you know, it's not annoying to always have to go back to the menu. So now I can just feel smoothly I'm in combat and I never have to go out of it. So I would say it's more fun that way.
I can definitely see myself messing up with all the buttons.
It's just like
but
wrong
yeah.
combo, wrong sign. But it's fine, it's gonna work.
I'm pretty sure, you know, I'll get my head around it. So worry not. We'll see
Eu
how that
usava
works.
muito a mesma
Okay,
magia
we
para
have
não
the
ter que
quick
ficar entrando
signs,
toda
we
hora.
have all the, you know, additional gameplay features and you know that we will be talking about. But this is something I wanna mention because we've seen that also on the gameplay. It's the default map. Like I've seen a lot of cool filters right there. So
This is
maybe
something for Philip, definitely.
Yes.
It's personal.
So you know, I can speak from my personal experience. I was one of the people who added all those smuggler caches in Skellige, and you know, the way this content is meant is, oh, you find it while exploring the world, and it's nice. I found some cool thing. I can go on, but it's not meant necessarily as a checklist. Oh, you should do all of those 50 things. And the way the map presented it with, you know, all the question marks, I think for some players made it feel like they have to do all of those things. And of course, the map looked very filled with lots of icons. So we added this new filter that essentially hides those question marks from your map and also hides
Vai ter
the bold
filtros
icons
no
from your map,
mapa agora
which
para não
means the
ficar
map is
aparecendo
much
ponto de
clearer now,
interrogação.
and you can play the game, you know, essentially finding those things naturally, not feeling forced to do all of them. But of course, you know, we also know that there are
É, eu
players who
gosto,
there are players who want
exatamente.
to get all the content, who want to make sure that they found
Eu
everything
fiz
there is
tudo
to
que
find.
tinha no jogo.
So this is only a map filter default. You can also switch over to the filter all, and then you have all of those icons there. So, you know, it's not that we're getting rid of it. It's very much that if
Cara,
you prefer
tá
to find
muito
these things
bonito, hein?
organically, I think this mode is for you.
I really love how with all of the features that we're talking about, we give a player a choice.
yeah.
So yes, yeah, this is amazing. They can actually,
Melhorou
if you
muito a
liked what's
vegetação,
already
cara.
there, feel free to keep it. If you want to try something new, try it.
Yeah, and that's very much the idea behind this whole next gen edition, which is if you really love The Witcher and you know the game, this shouldn't now feel like a different game. This should be the game that you love,
It's still the same
that you like
amazing
to play.
experience, yes.
Exactly, and you know, even with ray tracing, it looks like the game in your dreams that you know that you remember how it looked like, and when you compare it, the difference is really staggering. But you know, the art style didn't suddenly change.
No, exactly, yeah.
It's still true to what it should be, and it's the same for the features. You can play the game you want to play, but you can also experiment with some new features.
OG way.
Legal.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I can still go to Skellige and
And just look for all
look
the
on map and see like where's the map. Okay, okay. You guys mentioned that, you know, games from the dream, and you know it looks amazing. I keep saying that because I'm amazed how good it looks. So you know, I know we added some extra adjustments, right, to environment, to like, you know, characters and whatnot. Can we
A
maybe mention
iluminação
some
não
of
tem
them?
nem o que falar, né?
Yeah, we have a lot actually. I think we have a new. All the grass has been improved. Almost
Eu
all
vou
the forest has
perceber.
been reworked. We also have a lot of environment mesh changed, so higher resolution, better textures almost for everything. And I think that we also integrated quite a lot of mods, and also on console this time around, not just on PC.
Ah,
So
que
shout out
massa,
also
vai
to
ter mods no,
HD, reworked,
nos,
Yeah.
nos videogames também.
and also all the monsters, everything has to be have been improved. We also increased the budget for the streaming, so of course that means that the texture will be, of course, higher resolution everywhere.
And yeah, there were many these little projects where, you know, old Witcher veterans that had plans to do something. They now had a chance to, you know, oh, I'll quickly install the engine for, you know, 2 weeks and I'll make some tweaks. So, you know, even small things that, you know, by themselves don't feel like a lot,
Yes,
but when
yes.
all of them come together, it's really nice. So, you know, now you see smoke come up from villages far in the distance, the cobblestones in Novi Grad are not normal maps anymore. They're actually, 3D. So, all of these things just come
Vista
together.
missing the village, now the village is there.
Yeah, but we also got updates from the dev team like, oh, look, new grass, check it out. Wow, what a beautiful grass, and new clouds. Wow, they actually, if you look at them side by side, the difference is amazing, even with like this one small change.
Yeah, and this is again, the weather, the clouds, the sky, it's supposed to look like you remember, but a lot of those assets were upgraded or, just similar with the camera, added a bit more variety. So as an example, you might have new weather conditions that weren't there before.
I mean,
Que
like,
massa.
it all sounds like you guys were super busy, and I know you were like even busier than that. But I guess everyone was so happy to jump back to The Witcher, right? To actually give that extra push for one of the best games
Meu
I've
também,
ever
um dos
played.
melhores jogos que eu já joguei na vida.
Quite happy when we discuss about, okay guys, we need to jump to The Witcher. Yep, let's do it. Let's go back, no worries.
Yeah, and shout out to our production team for letting us do a lot of these things, because some of those fixes were also done kind of illegally by people, people assigned to work on Cyberpunk, maybe like sneak in 1 hour, oh, I'm gonna help you with that cool thing. So, usually people were very happy to just quickly jump in and do this cool thing.
This is amazing, coming back to our like legacy.
Yeah.
Coming back home.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we covered some of the gameplay features. Obviously, there will be more minor tweaks, some fixes and whatnot. We'll definitely get back to it later.
Bugs.
But we also hear our community, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, guys, like forums, Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, we read all of that. And it's not only about us as a community team. I'm sure you guys in the dev also go there and check out what our community is requesting, what they're talking about. So we read that, and we actually put some of those stuff to life. So, for example, in this update, we are giving you some additional modes for Geralt to walk. So on a controller. So if you push the stick very lightly, he's gonna walk slowly, and if you tap it, he's gonna.
Que massa.
So the boss will get out. I like it. Like he'll be like, I'm the king now here.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's actually also an option again, where in the vanilla game you press your A button on the controller to sprint, but also actually lots of other games people prefer that
on the stick.
And this is also something that we don't change by default, but if you want it, you can activate it for yourself.
Eu acho que eu prefiro assim também.
Yeah, so other requests, also something that you probably already saw in the gameplay that we were showing you, you can now scale subtitles. So if you don't see that well, or if you want to have an easier experience with the game, you can now make them bigger, make them you like. It's just something that I think is going to be useful for all of us.
Yeah, I think in my times of 2015 being tech support representative, we've got a lot of requests for scaled subtitles, so I'm pretty sure people will.
Era bem pequena as legendas,
but
mesmo.
This is one of the requests, but the other thing I'm pretty sure we want to cover that.
Oh yeah.
Is the 2 quest fixes.
Just 2 specific quest fixes. Yeah, you guys probably know this quest because comments about that pop up even now. Like, please fix that.
Oh, yeah.
And we are fixing that. We are fixing from Ophir's Shore, and the wolf armor hand. So.
Yeah, we tried to do the tricky way of also, if you played the game previously and it actually is broken on your save, when you install the patch, it should actually now also work retroactively. And actually, those are the 2 famous ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there are actually quite a bunch more that we actually also fixed. So, there's a certain smith who sometimes didn't like to talk to you. That one should work now. And, lots of just small issues. Like, we actually did another QA pass of the game, stutters in cutscenes, small stuff that we just try to add more polish.
Speaking of cutscenes, you mentioned something
Yes.
behind the scenes to me.
Before we started.
It's a nice quality of life improvement. So, our code team actually did a fix, because, it actually isn't that easy to pull it off. There's a reason why it was like that in the vanilla game, that now, during scenes and cutscenes, you can pause the game. Some people might not even remember that wasn't possible.
Yeah.
But that actually is
Sorry
possible
about that.
now. Yeah, so if you have someone at the door or you need to go to the toilet while a scene is playing, you can pause it now. It's nice quality of life improvement.
So we won't have like, Mom, no, I can't pause it.
Well,
Not
if you
anymore.
use it as an excuse, you can still do it.
Okay.
Okay, so scale subtitles, fixes to like two most famous or maybe infamous
And
quests.
more also.
But we also adding a new subtitles.
Yes, I mean, it's not only subtitles, it's the entire voiceover for the game, so actual dubbing. We are adding Chinese simplified. So now the game will be fully voiced in Chinese, and this is a lot of players that can enjoy the game in their native language. So I hope you guys like it. But besides that, there are also some improvements to other languages, so hopefully the experience will be better in those as well.
Que
Can it
massa.
even get any better?
I mean, we have some more stuff. I think like some minimap. That's something I heard that there
Nossa, olha
was
essa
some cool feature about
vegetação.
minimap.
Yeah, so it's again a smaller feature. So I don't want to oversell all of these things, but it's nice quality of life stuff. So in the main game, you could have your mini-map, your quest objectives always showing, or you could turn those off.
Ah,
But
dá pra
then they
tirar o
are
mapa
off.
agora.
Exactly, until you turn them on again in the main menu. But essentially, we try to make a hybrid mode of this. So when you're just exploring, walking around, those things will be invisible. But of course, you can, if you want to check the minimap to know you're going in the right direction, you can just press your focus mode button and then it will show for a long, like 7 seconds or so. So you have
legal.
time to orient yourself until it nicely disappears again. But if you keep wanting to just have it there for a long time, you can just hold a button. So also, or if you're in combat, the mini map and your objective, they do then also just
Stay there.
dynamically show up, so you know you have all of your information. So we just try to give you more choice with this.
Hopefully, I won't get lost. Hopefully.
But you can still
Cannot
keep.
promise.
You still have the choice. You can still keep the minimap. That's all
I
about this
think
update.
I'm gonna try to actually get the full exploration mode, in my next gameplay. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I will get lost.
Yeah, same.
I mean, it's forest, rivers, it's all beautiful, so I'm not gonna even
I
be
think
mad.
Night City is easier because like the streets, and here I just get lost in the forest.
But it's even if you get lost, right? You're surrounded by all this beauty.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just look and you can hear the trees, you can hear the wind. You can even hear those small kids singing something in there,
Creepy song
Right.
about the master mirror.
for example. But it just you're not feeling even mad for being lost. So
Yeah.
that's super really cool. Okay, so we've been talking for a while now. We mentioned some major stuff that are coming to the patch, but we also adding some minor tweaks, improvements here and there. So it won't be just what we're talking here, right? And as a reminder, update will be free, and it's also an upgrade, right, from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5 from Xbox to Series X and S, right? So it's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna have patch notes before, hopefully December 14th, so you can check out all the changes. But I'm pretty sure that we won't be able to fit all of them
There's
into
a lot of
that.
surprise also.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean we
surprises.
like surprises. You probably
Yeah.
know that. So we keep some stuff hidden for you to discover while you're playing the game.
Exactly. The patch note, various little improvements
Yeah.
and surprises. I think that's the best patch note.
I think one surprise that we can just slightly show, maybe, it's the
one that
something
we announced
that
already.
we announced already during the WitcherCon, so the
Yes.
Netflix DLC quest. We will be showing. Okay,
Ah,
actually
vai
showing
ter
right now
conteúdo
the
novo,
very,
então.
very beginning of the quest, but we're not gonna dive in.
Yes, it's very important. We don't want to spoil anything because the thing is, I also don't want to oversell it. We just thought that if we're offering those new, armors, swords, items, that we just want to make it feel a bit more part of the game. And of course, if it's a cool armor, as with other armors in the game, there should be some quest or content connected to it. So we tried to, make a quest that makes it part of the game, so
And
it
we
feels
chose a very cool
nice.
place for that
Yes.
quest.
Yeah, so if you're a big Witcher fan, that place, it's very famous for people wondering what is going on there? What is so we
Something should
actually
be there.
exactly, and now something
Now it's there.
Surprise.
is there. Yeah, and again, it was more of an improvised thing where so many Witcher veterans, we just like, hey, can you help us with this? Can you help us with this? And in the end, it came together really nicely.
Yeah, but I think it was
Que massa.
not so improvised afterwards, because we even brought our voice actors back to record some lines for the quest, right?
Yeah, so we almost forced the hand of our localization by, oh, maybe, we'll just have 50 lines, or maybe, so it worked out really well. And it was really nice to just hear all the Geralts again, to be honest. As Duck Cockle or, all the other actors. It's cool.
Amazing. Okay, so I finished the quest and I don't get the armor, I get the,
The
schematics.
diagrams, yeah.
Yeah, you have to put in some work.
Yes.
But I think apart from,
Yes.
Geralt season 1 and season 2, armor and swords, we also have 2 extra things from the Netflix.
So we have Jaskier Dandelion, whichever name we are using here. We have an alternative outfit for him, and you can actually just switch it on from the get-go in the
Dressing
menu.
offer,
Yeah.
And one fun thing that we added is a Nilfgaard armor. If you turn it on and go to the Nilfgaard card, you can see what we actually what it looks
we
like.
Okay, so I think we covered most of the things that we wanted to talk about today. We left only one thing that people already know from Cyberpunk.
Yeah. This is the feature. If you play Cyberpunk, you know it. The cross saves,
Cross progression. yeah.
cross progression. So
Isso aí
if you,
sim.
log into your GOG account on your PC, PS5, Xbox, etc., you can easily just move your saves from
Putz,
one
muito
platform
bom,
to
porque eu
another.
joguei no
So
PC.
you started on PC a while back. Now you bought PS5. You want to play the same playthrough. No problem. Your saves will sync, and you can easily start from
Putz,
where
muito
you
bom.
finished last
Yeah.
time.
Okay, I think
That's
that's it for today.
I mean, that's not it. Obviously, there was gonna be much more in the update, in the patch notes. We'll be talking about the update for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But this is it for today's
Yes.
stream.
Yes.
So yeah, remember guys, the update is free if you're already on the game. Just be ready. December 14th.
Coming fast.
Tá aí
Coming
já.
fast, exactly.
É.
And I think before we leave, we have one tiny, maybe not that tiny, but thing for you to watch after we're off.
Yeah.
And yeah, we all invite you to play The Witcher once again with whatever settings you want. Tell us what you think about this update. We cannot wait to see the screenshots, all the or your feedback. Maybe there will be something that you wanna also have included. Maybe we'll do some extra mod magic again. Who knows? But yeah, guys, see you offline and online because we have one very small thing prepared for you closer
Online.
to the release. We're not gonna spoil it, but it's gonna be super cool. And yeah, see you December 14th.
See you guys.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Eita, que será, hein? Ah, vai ter trailer?
Nilfgaard's crossed the pond tower in the east.
Nossa, que coisa
Age war's
linda.
coming. War changes everything.
By order of the hierarch, whosoever conceals a mage in their home shall burn alongside him
Se não
or
fosse
her.
tão longo, eu queria jogar tudo de novo.
Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other, drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
We are at war, and she's in danger. You will find her and bring her to me. She's a child of the Elder Blood. I've got to find Ciri.
And if you find her,
Iri.
you will die.
Our world will burn! Burn in the eternal fire!
Why are you helping her?
Because she's a danger, a mortal one, a power that can destroy the world.
You must find her, Geralt,
Nossa.
before the Wild Hunt does.
I will
find her, or someone who knows what happened to her. Who are you? You know who I am.
A legend cannot be killed, can it?
The Wild Hunt will be here soon. They're coming for Ciri.
Hold them back!
I've long awaited this, and you, White Wolf.
14 de dezembro, então. Deu uma atrasada monstra, mas
Hello
tá
everyone
chegando.
and welcome to the very special episode of the Red Stream, where we'll be talking
É isso aí. Bom, não tem nem o que falar. É um dos melhores jogos que eu joguei na minha vida, junto com Chrono Trigger e tantos outros aí, mas esse é especial. É o que eu falei, eu gastei acho que quase 150 horas nele. Fiz tudo que tinha no jogo e nas DLCs. O jogo é fantástico, cara. É isso aí. Agora só aguardar para jogar tudo de novo. Não, nem a pau, só para ver as novidades só. E a gente vai trazer ele no canal, porque eu tenho tanto no PC quanto no Xbox. Mas é isso aí. Obrigado por ter assistido, um abraço e até a próxima.